Hey guys, so I just got back from a pre-screening opening night of Avengers Infinity War. I figured I'd get my reactions pretty much right after I got out of the theater, got home from the movie theaters. Um, this is one of the biggest fucking movies, obviously one of the biggest movies of the year, easily. Probably gonna make shitloads of money at the box office. From just the pre-screening alone, I was in a sold-out fucking movie theater. It was the largest auditorium in my movie theater, and it was sold out, shoulder to shoulder, jam-packed. Everybody's in there, even though they had like a lot of seats in there. It was full. There was not an empty seat whatsoever. This is a movie that I've been looking forward to a lot because I've been a fan of these Marvel movies up to this point, and I've said before, there have been ones I like better than others, but I've liked them all, but for the most part. And I've been watching all these films up for the last 10 years, and like this, every movie pretty much up to this point has been leading up to this movie. So like there was a large amount of hype from me, from a lot of people, from comic book fans. Like everybody has been hyped about this movie. Everybody I fucking know has been hyped about this movie. I've been looking forward to it. Like I said, I this movie had a lot of high expectations to live up to. And I really enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. My initial reaction coming back from the movie theater, I really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I won't say there's flaw. I won't say like there's no flaws in the movie. There are, and I'll get into that. I'm gonna try to make this as short a review as I can. And I will try to get not as many or as about as spoiler free as I can. I promise. If there are some spoilers, just forewarning you, maybe want to go see the movie first. Go see it first. I will try my hardest. I'm pretty certain I'll be able to avoid doing spoilers. But anyways, I highly recommend this movie. If you're looking forward to this movie like I was, should be pleasantly pleased, or should be pleased with the end result. This movie feels like a culmination of a 10-year fucking journey. It fucking does. Holy shit, because this is in all ways a fucking epic movie. There's no going around it. It is a modern day comic book epic that we rarely see like nowadays. Like this movie it's 2.5 hours, but by God, I've heard a lot of critics say it is a lot to. It's an epic movie that's also very fucking exhausting, and it is. It really fucking is. But it is worth watching. Thanos, I guess I should talk about Thanos for a second. Thanos has been a character that I never read the comics, so I didn't know. Like, I told somebody that I knew that was a big fan of the comics, I never knew who fucking Thanos was, and they just scoffed at me when I said that. To the point, like, when he popped up at the end of Avengers, like, the mid-credit scene in Avengers, the first Avengers, is like, who the fuck is that? And I had to look it up, like, oh, it's some guy named Thanos. They're like, oh, you don't know who fucking Thanos is? Like, no. Like, up until, to the point, like, I've read more about him, I'm like, this character's been built up for 10 years, so this character's had as much expectations as this fucking movie, and maybe even fucking more. And I will say, Thanos fucking rolled in this movie. He is, without a doubt, probably the best, if not one of the best, Marvel villains to this fucking point. Probably the best, because he is, without a doubt, the most threatening. He is the most terrifying villain who can equal anybody from the Avengers, from Hulk to like the opening fucking scene. Kind of getting the spoilers. You see him fighting the Hulk and easily taking down the Hulk and beating him to a fucking pulp. That easily just sets up who this character is, how badass of a character he is, how menacing a character. Like in the first 5 minutes, it easily sets up like who he is, what kind of like how powerful he is, and everything. Like they do a great job. Like everything that I've been expecting from this character lived up to the hype. Let's just say. And Josh Brolin is fucking great. Like as for him providing the voice and the motion capture. Like they did a great job making Thanos look like fucking Josh Brolin. That looks like Josh Brolin in a fucking giant purple fucking suit almost. But it's like a lot. I think it was like motion capture. I'm sure. But it looks really pretty. It looks pretty good. And like I said, Josh Brolin, fuck, like I love him in this fucking role. And man, he knocked it out of the fucking park. Thanos is great. I thought like throughout the movie there was a lot of the characters that got really good story arcs. A lot of the Avengers got good story arcs. I thought probably Thor's was the best. His story arc throughout the film was pretty goddamn good, especially since he pretty much opens the movie. His story arc opens the movie, and you get to see it, like his feelings, or basically his thought process of what's throughout this whole movie, his feelings, and you feel what he's experiencing and shit. Like it's really good. I love this story arc. I don't want to get into spoilers. Like I said, I'm trying not to get into spoilers. So I thought his story arc was great. I thought this movie, I will give this movie fucking credit where credit is due. I've been bitching about for the past 10 years probably since this series started that this movie series doesn't really have the balls in that, like, they'll kill characters off and then just kind of find a way to bring them back or something like that, and I always say they constantly just don't have the fucking balls to make this, or kill their characters off. Well, this fucking movie has balls. It has plentiful balls. People die. And there are a lot of main characters. Like, in the opening fucking scene, a really major character dies within the first 5 fucking minutes. Easily, like, one of the biggest characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe dies in the first 5 minutes. And it's like, wow, this is that kind of movie, huh? This is, and like, it sets the tone of like what's to come. And it's just, goddamn, like, I gotta give Marvel credit. They had balls, they did it, they went in a lot of directions I thought they should go in, and they did. Without getting to spoilers, I've heard people bitching about the ending. I like the ending because it's exactly how I expected it to end, and I was like, I hope if they have balls, they'll do it, and they did, and I was like, bravo, Marvel, bravo. I was like, goddamn, I will give you all the credit in the world for going with the ending that they did. It does set up, like, okay, you're kind of curious as to where they go from here, which I'm pretty certain I kind of have an idea of where they're going to go with it. But I'm still curious as to how they get to that point. Because, man, the ending of this movie is just, there's never been a darker ending to a Marvel movie, or almost a darker ending to any comic book movie than this one. Holy shit. It's the gravity, everything is just like, man, like, they went with it. They don't pull fucking punches. That's all I'll say right now. And like I said, I give props to them. Like I said, that's as far as I want to get into the positives, because I don't want to spoil too much about the movie. Because if I go into more positives, I might spoil the movie. Like I said, I recommend the movie. Now let's get into some of the negatives, because there are some negatives. I'm not, but like I feel like the positives outweigh the negatives enough that like I said, I really enjoyed this fucking movie. I did, but you can't like there were parts of it I'm like, yeah, what the fuck. I've heard a lot of people complain that some characters don't get enough screen time, and I kind of agree with that, because you do have the problem that a lot of people were worried about, that you got all these fucking characters and there's not going to be enough screen time for some of them. And it does happen in this movie. There are two big characters that I can think of that really are just fucking there and really don't get much to do in this fucking movie, and that is Captain America and Black Panther. They're just there in this movie. Like, Black Panther doesn't even pop up. Wakanda and Black Panther doesn't pop up until I swear halfway through the movie. Like an hour and a half into the movie. They don't pop up until then. Which I was like, I gotta imagine Marvel might be kicking themselves for that, because I don't think they estimated that Black Panther would have been as big of a movie as it was. And if they would have estimated that, they probably would have had him a little bit bigger of a role in this fucking movie. Because, man, oh man, it's like, you could kind of cut his and Captain America stuff out of this movie, and really, it would have been fine. Well, maybe not Black Panther, because it does have the Wakanda, because really the last big part of the movie takes place in Wakanda, so I guess it makes sense. But Captain America, man, it's like, this might be one of Chris Evans' last fucking MCU movies, and he's barely in it. Like, it's like, he really doesn't give much to do. It's like, and I'm gonna spoil this, but Ant-Man, Hawkeye are not in this movie. Who else is not in this movie? I forget who the fuck else. But yeah, those are two, like what the hell? I've heard that they're gonna be in the next one, so like they may, like I said, okay, they kind of do give a reason why. So I'll give them a credit. Like, they address it. They do address where they are, so don't worry. While I talk about, I praised the opening 5 minutes of this movie. I thought, like, it set the tone really well. While I liked the opening 5 minutes, I also kind of fucking hated it too. What I mean by that is, while simultaneously it set the tone for the rest of the movie and like how much of a badass Thanos is, it also retroactively basically made the movie for Ragnarok fucking pointless. It did. I cannot be the only one who, like, after the opening 5 minutes was like, so I watched Thor Ragnarok for no fucking reason. That existed for no fucking reason. And, like, what the fuck? Like, you just retroactively made that movie pointless. Thank you, MCU. I cannot be the only one who thought that. Like, I was like, yeah. That kind of bugged me. That did kind of fucking bug me. That did. Another thing. Alright. So there are two big cameos in this movie. One I will spoil. It's not really much of a spoiler. Another one I'll keep secret. The one I'll spoil is, I don't know how many people noticed, but Peter fucking Dinklage is in this movie. Peter Dinklage! Like, what the hell? I was like, I did not know he was casted in this movie. And he resulted in what easily was one of the most unintentionally laughable parts of the movie for me, in that his character pops up, and he has a major role in this movie. And now, if you don't know who Peter Dinklage is, and if you don't, some people might not, but he's one of the most famous, I don't know how to say this without offending somebody, short people. They're midgets are one of the most famous dwarfs. I think it has dwarfism. Dwarf actors out there. He is the guy is in Game of Thrones. He was the guy who built the Sentinels in X-Men: Days of Future Past. He's been in a lot of fucking movies. He's like a really big name actor. He's a really goddamn great actor. This movie, I am not fucking joking, decided to give him his character is a gigantic dwarf. I'm going to repeat this again. He plays a gigantic dwarf. A guy who is a dwarf in real life plays almost a giant who, towers over 4 and a lot of different other characters easily, and I could not stop fucking laughing because, when his character popped up, I went, "Is that Peter fucking Dinklage? They made him a fucking giant? What?" I was like, "What the hell?" And I was like, okay, maybe I just started fucking laughing in the theater. I was the only one laughing. I'm like, that is weird. and then I was like, maybe my mind's just playing tricks on me. Maybe they're kind of doing different camera angles to make him look big. No, he's a big giant in this movie. And I'm like, huh. What? It's like, the hell? I'm like, that was weird. That was really weird. It's like, the hell was that? And he does have a big pivotal role in the movie, but I'm like, that's still so weird. I cannot stop laughing about that part. Oh my god, that was funny. That was fucking funny. I was like, I am not supposed to laugh about that, but it's still, that is the funniest thing in the whole movie. And then, also there's the second cameo of a pretty major person from a previous movie pops up out of nowhere, and really, there was no point to them being in it. I don't know why, and it's not even the same actor playing the person, because this certain actor is kind of refused to come back. So I'm like, what the hell was that point of that? I was like, you kind of the actor playing the character kind of did a good job making you think maybe this is the same actor, but it wasn't. I looked it up. That was weird, and I was like, it was pointless. I didn't see the point of it. Really didn't need to be in there. Yeah, but like I said, I love this movie. It was fun. The funniest part of this movie for me was walking out. Most people walking out, we were all talking. Everybody's talking about what they just saw. And everybody's pretty positive and like, all right, I'm kind of interested in where it goes from here. Black lady behind me goes, man, I was really loving this movie up until that goddamn ending, and she said, I have a fucking attitude now. She wanted to write, I'm certain she was going to write a really strongly worded letter to Marvel Studios for what they did in the ending. And she was pretty pissed off, and I could see black people kind of being pissed off. Maybe just mainly because of fucking Black Panther not even being that big of a role in this movie. Well, like I said, except towards the end, but really doesn't do much in this movie. Like there are like certain characters that happens a lot with. Like I did love the Thanos Gamora. There's a whole story arc with them too, which paid off pretty good. I love that. That was probably the most emotionally impactful stuff in the movie. That was really good. That was good. I love the interactions too. If like you get Iron Man and Doctor Strange work together, and Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just happy Guardians of the Galaxy got to be involved in the Avengers. That makes me smile every fucking day. Like I've been waiting for that for forever. So I mean that was just satisfying to see all of them interact with the Avengers. That was awesome. So yeah, I highly recommend this movie. Fucking check it out. It's worth the hype. I'm looking forward to where they go next with there is a part. Oh, fucking speaking of that, there is an end credit scene. Like I remember, like the end credits like you had to sit for a lot of fucking credits. By the way, and they're like, okay, this end credits has got to be something special because of how the movie ended. You're like, this has to be something fucking special, man. This has got to be big. You're like, and it's another cameo, but it basically just sets up another movie coming up in the future. And I'm like, really? That's what you're gonna go for your fucking post for after that big gigantic of an ending? That's it? I'm like, really? It's like, I was like, that was kind of weak. I was like, huh. But, like, I didn't know what that was at first it was referencing, and I had to look it up, like, oh, okay. Again, because I don't read the fucking comics, so. But, yeah, I highly recommend it. Like I said, even though, like, the negatives, I like I said, I gotta give Marvel credit where credit is due. They had balls to do what they did in this movie, so I give it a fucking thumbs up just for that alone. Trailers, Jesus Christ, I've been talking for 22 minutes about this movie. New trailer for Solo, a Star Wars story. I'm kind of optimistic, but also not, because, I mean, this, the production history behind this movie has been fucking disastrous, to say the least. But here's hoping it's good. I hope it's good. I like Ron Howard as director, so, I mean, that's a positive, but, man, this has been a fucking disastrous production, so hopefully here's hoping. Like I said, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it'll be a fun movie. I'm gonna still see it one way or another. Incredibles 2. This is the first time I've seen anything other than teaser trailer for this movie. This was a full-length trailer that kind of showed the story about the mom is now working for a secret agency or something like that. And the dad's Mr. Incredible's having to take care of the family and stuff like that, or something really weird like that. It had some funny fucking jokes in it. I was like, it looked funny. I thought, holy shit. Incredibles, first Incredibles, I liked it a lot. I'm not as big of a fan as a lot of people are. There are people that just think it's the best Marvel or Pixar movie, not in my opinion, but it's a damn good movie. I love that Brad Bird's back doing it. So like I said, Pixar in my opinion, needs to quit doing these fucking sequels to movies. But I don't know. Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, the new trailer for that. I hadn't seen this trailer yet. Jesus Christ, there's a lot going on in this fucking movie. I don't know what the first trailer made it out like it was about them trying to get the dinosaurs off the island. Okay, cool. And because there's a volcano that's about to erupt on this island that has all the dinosaurs, and the trailer made it look like that was what the movie was about. And then this fucking trailer comes out, and it's like about a mutant giant velociraptor mixed in with a T-Rex or something like that experiment, and that's unleashed in fucking San Diego or something again, and there's dinosaur. Like, what is going on in this fucking movie? And Jeff Goldblum's in it for some, like, I'm sure for like 2 minutes. And like, man, this is like a lot going on in this fucking trailer. Like, I don't know what this movie's about. like, what is, like, I don't know. I feel like I saw the whole fucking movie, probably. And then Deadpool 2, yeah, like, it had a Thanos joke in there, because, I mean, it's got Josh Brolin playing Cable. I'm sure they're gonna make more than one reference in that fucking movie. My favorite the only part I laughed the most was, they're like, from the studio that killed Dead Wolverine. That was funny. That was a great fucking line. Yeah, there's like a DC Universe joke, shit like that. Like, Deadpool 2 is gonna be fun. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I like the first one. And then I got a trailer for this film called Akin. That was something came out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell is this? It's like a kid finds like this super gun, and his brother is in trouble with some drug dealers. Including a drug dealer who's played by fucking James Franco. Hey, James Franco is still allowed to be in movies. I'm assuming this is before the sexual assault allegations, but I'm like, hey, he's still in some movies. You didn't get Christopher Plummer. I was like, oh, hey, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's from the producers of Stranger Things. It looks like something that the guys from Stranger Things would do. So, yeah, that's as far as trailers go. 27 minutes. Alright, that's as far as Avengers Infinity War. Go see it. I don't know what the fuck's next week. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later.